Hello everybody and welcome to the 2018 YouTube blog hop for Christmas on a Dime, hosted by the lovely Dee from Elegant Embellishments. This year there are 10 people taking part, and I will have each of those YouTube people in the description box below. There will be some giveaways on some of the actual videos this year, but in order to win any of those giveaways, you must be subscribed to everybody in the YouTube hop, and you must comment on every video. Okay, so the idea of the Christmas on a Dime YouTube hop is to use what we have. It started off, this is our 5th year, and it started off by Dee wanting to use what she had for Christmas and realizing that not everybody could afford new Christmas decorations every year or didn't have the budget for things like that. So, you know, she wanted to have a YouTube hop where people used what they had. If they had to buy something, they had a budget of $20. Well, this year I spent nothing, absolutely nothing, and I've used everything that I already had. This first banner, this standing banner I've got here, I have made using these spindles. Some of you may have seen these. I've had these for quite a long time now. I painted them white. I put a little bead cap, one of those long thins. I did trim the end of it though, because it was just too long and too pointy and looked a little bit dangerous. And down the bottom here, it is glued to a little tart tin. I have some tinsel around the tart tin. I have some red flowers, and I have this lovely little silver grey beaded berry bush or something, I suppose you could call it. I have a little silver bow tied on the corner here with a gem. And the gem was found at the thrift store quite some time ago. The little berries are vintage berry stamens, actually, these little red stamens. I'll use this as a pointer. This is working well. They are vintage red stamens that I've had in my stash for quite some time. And this ribbon, I don't know where it came from. I've used it all now, but I had that last year as well. The actual banner itself is printed out from the computer. The words are, I just went to the font, found a nice font that I liked, and printed it out. And I printed it out kind of like this on a piece of paper, on a piece of tea-stained paper, and then cut it into strips. And then I attached the strips to a piece of fabric on the back, which is my good old faithful shirting fabric here. I just stitched it to that. And then this silver here is just a ribbon. Let me show you that. A ribbon I had last year also. This particular one here from Lincraft, and I split it down the middle and put half on the top of the banner and half on the bottom of the banner. Now, I'm really happy with the way it turned out. The only thing is, it does dip in the middle like that, see? I'm not too keen on that, so I've put this other little tart tin under there to hold it up. But if anybody has a better idea or a better solution for that, can you put that in the comments below? If you, I mean, it's not, you don't have to, but if you have a better idea, I'd prefer something better, but I just don't know what I can put there. Maybe a little something made out of acetate, perhaps, so you can't see it as much. But anyway, so that's my first project that I made, and that cost me nothing because I had everything already. And I'll just put the other one here and I'll show you. Okay, so this is the next project that I've put together. And this is another banner, but this is a hanging banner, this one. And I really like the way that turned out as well. I've used book paper, which I often use for my Christmas decorations, and very affordable. Most people have some sort of book paper that they can use. There's two different styles. I have the triangular one, and that's just book paper, and it's using that same ribbon. This one here from Lincraft. Just split it down the center and stitched it on. And then there's two different styles of filigrees, and these were given to me by Louisa quite a long time ago now, and I've painted them like they were bronze. I've put like a black and silver color over them just to vintage them up a little bit. And excuse me, once again, one of these little gems that I found from the op shop. And there's two different types of filigrees. There's these long ones like this, and there's also the rounder ones like that. With the peaked banners, I have just decoupaged some black striped. Just let me get a piece for you so you can see. It hasn't been. Oh, here we go. Sorry about that. Some black and white striped tissue paper that was in my stash. I think originally it might have come from one of those $2 shops, and I've decoupaged that on top of the book paper, as you can see there. And then this is a silver star. It was something else I had in my stash from a long time ago. I think it originally came from Spotlight or something. And I just cut the border off that, and they're just cardboard. You can see how thin they are. They're just cardboard stars. Probably something left over from when my girls were at home. I've cut the border off and stuck those on these ones. And once again, another filigree, but I didn't paint this one. I left that bronzy colour and just put a little gem out of my stash also in the centre. And they're the two different styles. I have threaded it with this same silver skinny ribbon that I used on the other banner. And just on the corners there, I've tied bows. And so that is my second project for Christmas on a Dime. And just a moment and I'll be back with. And this is my third project for Christmas on a Dime this year. And these are some little hanging bows, all made out of the book paper and the decoupage tissue paper with the same ribbon going down the side and just a gem in the center there from my own stash. And I actually have a small tutorial on this one to show you. And I must say first that I was inspired by Letitia, and she has a wonderful YouTube channel, and I'm not sure how to pronounce, but I will give it a go. And I think it is Marviel's Empapia. But I will also put that in the description box below also, because she made some bows. They're not the same as these, but I was inspired by how she did it. And I just changed it up a bit to suit myself and my own style. So I hope you will go and have a look at all the other ladies on the YouTube hop, and I hope that we inspire you to make something from your own stash this year instead of going out and having to buy anything. Please visit the other ladies. Please subscribe to everybody if you want to win any of the giveaways, and leave a comment on all the videos also, and I will have a prize from everybody that comments. I am going to give a $50 PayPal, sorry. I'm going to give a $50 PayPal prize to one person. Now, if you think that should be two $25 prizes, let me know in the description box, because I was thinking, should it be a $50 or two $25 gift money prizes? That way whoever wins will get it before Christmas. And let me just mention, this ribbon is wired, so you can see the waves. I can bend that and make it the, you know, any kind of shape I want it to be. And that's how it's got that curly effect, so that really worked well. So yes, let me know which you'd prefer, one person to win $50 or two people to win $25, and that is $25 or $50 Australian dollars. So there will be a conversion rate applied. Okay, I hope you enjoy the quick tutorial, and take care everybody, and enjoy all the YouTube videos in this hop. Bye-bye now. Alright, so I just have some decoupage tissue paper on some book paper here, which is dried, and now I'm just folding over the back edges of the paper to hem it and tidy it up. I'll do all that. Alright, that's fairly dry now, and now I'm going to get my ribbon, but first I need to find out how big I want this, so just bear with me a moment. Okay, about that long. Cut them both about that long. I will measure that properly when I'm done. First thing we need to do is cut this down the center. And this is a ribbon I had last Christmas. You want the right side down when you're gluing it on. So I'm getting some fabric glue for this. Just running some along the back there. Clean that up a bit. Getting a bit messy. And now get my ribbon, and with this ribbon there's a nice straight line, so I can line that up to the edge of my decoupage paper. Just flip it over before it dries and even it up a little bit. There we go. It's fine. Trim it off. Do the same for the other side and the other pieces that I... Alright, so I have two pieces and they will be for the bow part. And now I've got a long piece of book paper with the decoupage tissue paper over it. I'm going to cut that in about half, and probably a little bit too long, so I'll cut a bit off, use those for something else, and I will just do that, although I could have done that at the end, to be honest. I'm trimming the tissue paper down so I can hem these as well, like that, and I'm going to hem these the same as the bow. Okay, once that's done and all glued on, all I'm going to do is put a plate in the top of it like that, put a bit of glue under here and also on the back there as well, and put that like that, and then just clip that to dry. I only put one plate in the tail of the bow. For the bow itself, the bow part itself, I'm going to put two plates. I'm going to put a small one like that, and then another one like that. Is that how I want it? Like that, and then like that. So the plate itself will give body to the bow. So when that is curled around like that, it has a nice puffed up kind of effect, if you can see that. Alright, so, and I do the same with that. I just put a little bit of glue in here and a little bit of glue in here, and the same on the back, just a bit of glue, and then push them together and find something to clip them. You could use a bulldog clip if you want. I do it for both sides. Try and get the pleats going the same on both sides, like those ones are heading up that way, so I will do the same thing here. I will just do that and glue that, and then I will do it for the other side of the bow as well. Did you go somewhere? Had a little trip and a look at my messy desk. It's so messy in here at the moment. Been busy doing stuff. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do the other one as well. Alright, so they're dry. Let me just move that back a bit so you can see. They're fairly dry, not quite, but close enough. The next thing I want to do is, we'll start with the other one because that was on there first. Take the clips off and take the clip off. I want to glue that on there like that. So, which is the back side of the bow. I'm just going to leave, I'm going to leave the silver hanging over and leave the silver hanging over on the top, and I'm not quite sure why I'm doing that. It just seems to me that a bit of overlap of that will make it a little bit stronger. Get the other one. Hope that's dry enough. Got a bit of a whitewash effect there, so I'm going to put that one at the back because it doesn't really show up like that anywhere else. So I'm going to do the same thing here. Put a bit of glue here. Let's just make sure. Yeah, I've actually got the writing upside down, and it doesn't. Have I got the right? Do I want the writing upside down? I don't think I do I? No, of course not. Okay, so let's just put that there. Of course we don't want the writing upside down. Okay, so and that one on here. And leave those to dry a little bit. Alright, so they're fairly dry. I'm sorry I'm in such a hurry, but I've got to get this done and I've got to get the video uploaded. I'm just going to overlap those a bit. There, like that. And where's that big clip? Maybe that will reach down. And leave that to dry for a moment. Alright. I just want to get a little bit of reinforcement in there, so I'm just going to take a scrap of paper and put it in there like that. And I think I'll just pin that there for a bit. Alright, we'll take that off and then I can glue that down there. Like that, we'll put a bit more glue on and that. Remember, if you're using fabric glue or any strong kind of glue, to have some proper ventilation in your room too, just for health reasons. And then same, just to glue that down there as well. I might just put the glue on this side here. Whoop. Like that. And hopefully I can put that on there. And let that dry, and while that's drying, on the back here I just want a little bit of my ribbon. I'm just going to put a little hanger on the back, and I have one here. I've just cut out a bit of the striped fabric paper, and I will be putting that over the top, so you just see a little tiny bit of the ribbon just to tidy that back part up. Okay, I've stuck those on, just straighten that off a little bit, just tidies the back up a little bit. And then the last thing I'm going to do on this side is, I've got a jewel here somewhere from my stash. I wonder if I can get that bit off. Okay, so now I'm just going to put plenty of glue on the back of that one. Sorry, I'm in a rush, I think I mentioned, didn't I? And put that right in the middle there, trying not to get glue all over it. And that is our lovely bow. What's that from? When you put the ribbon part on, be sure, there we go, it's just a stray, at the bottom here, to run a little bit of glue on this kind of ribbon. You can't see the glue, but it will stop it from fraying. So there we go, a lovely Christmas bow. You could probably almost use this in your craft room all year round too, in any colour of your choice. But and it's lovely because the wired ribbon, you can bend your ribbon to hang like that. So that's just another bonus. Okay, thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial. Bye bye.